Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ASEAN Rice Bowl Startup Awards.
All you startups and scale-ups. Your hard work and grit will transcend to boundless opportunities, opening more doors to regional growth, global recognition. Launch yourself to expansion of the mind, business growth, and stardom. We will take you there. Welcome to Malaysia Rice Bowl Startup Awards 2018.
Your MC for tonight, Razif Hashim.
Startup people, make some noise! That's like 25 people. Can I do that again? You guys are supposed to be crazy people. Nobody in their right minds would not take a job, right, and go out there and risk their lives and their bank accounts, etc., to start up a business that nobody wants to go for. So, startup people, make some noise! I love it. I love it. I love it. Right, we'll kick off with some salutations. Yang berbahagia Datuk Yasmin from MDEC. Right, Yang berbahagia Datuk Husni, right, from CEO of Raju. Right, we have Encik Hamdi Mokhtar, chairman of MINEF, obviously. Startup people, entrepreneurs, entrepreneuritas. Welcome to the Malaysian Rice Bowl Startup Award! Once again, my name is Razif Hashim, and I'm very happy to be back again this year to be your MC, because you know they keep calling me back because, like you, I am an entrepreneur, and there are many startups that I sort of have failed. And yes, if you want to know more about it, you can come talk to me later. But basically, we are all on the same bowl. We are in the same bowl, okay? Not rice, noodles. Okay, before we kick off this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose the best thing to do would be to hear from someone who painstakingly put the team through a lot of work to get to where we are right now. So for that, please put your hands together for Liliana Latif, Chairman of the ASEAN Rice Bowl Awards, Startup Awards, CEO of New Entrepreneurs Foundations. Lily!
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see so many familiar faces. I feel as if I know almost all of you personally, and all your backstories and all your journeys. Welcome to the new MINEF office. We've not done a housewarming. This is the first time, so I thought it would be a great idea to get 400 people to descend on our new office and welcome to our little corner of the world. So I'm going to give a speech. It's going to be rather long because our journey has been very interesting this year. We've done a lot in the past 2 years, and we've never really kind of captured what MINEF has done in the past 5 years. So first of all, thank you, Datuk Yasmin, CEO of Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, MDEC. For coming, Datuk Usni, who's been supporting MINEF, and we've been collaborating through many programs together at InScan and Superb, and we've always been very happy to work with like-minded people. Hamdi, of course, you know, I'm so happy since he's here. He signs all the checks. He's very important. So, finalist of Rice Bowl, thank you. It's very casual tonight. We expect people to come in and out. If you're hungry, you can go out. If you want to chill out with your friends, there's a cafe over there. And it's not supposed to be like a seated thing, okay? So welcome, rebels, innovators, disruptors, and business warriors to another exciting season of the Malaysian Rice Bowl Startup Awards. This year is particularly dramatic because we received over 90 nominations for just Startup of the Year, just one category. That had to be whittled down to 19 finalists, and we received over 50 nominations for Founder of the Year. That caused me a lot of personal anxiety because during the shortlisting process, the collective of founders is an extremely set of young talent, and I've not seen that set of good people in a long time, okay? And while some of you have been part of MyNEF's journey from way back when, many of you do not know us outside of the Rice Bowl. In actual fact, we started as a loose group of technopreneurs in 1999. They called themselves New Entrepreneurs Forum. And you don't know this, yep, there's a lot of NEF old school back here. It comprised of the people like Mirzan Mahathir, okay? Tengku Farid of Sekali, Roslan Bakri of MDEC, and these are the foundations of NEF, okay? They were the first generation of startups and the product of the multimedia super corridor. Who actually says, who knows what multimedia super corridor is? See, just a few, We graduated during that time, so we know, right? So these early days is captured in Farid's book, Sekali Lagi, and I reread the book recently, and I find that the complaints back then is the same we're having complaints now. Although our funding ecosystem is much more mature than in 1999. So you guys who are starting your journey, there's so much more opportunity because these people started their work way back in late 90s, okay? So NEF have contributed much to the technopreneur ecosystem via its members and supporters. This included the development of papers and proposals. You don't know this, but we helped write the papers for MathCap, MDV, Cradle. They also persuaded people like Matret and Maida to recognize digital ads when they didn't recognize digital ads, okay? And Dato' Yasmin, did you know that we actually had a Do It program well before MDEC? We had Go Global well before Matret. So those were some of the programs that this little loose group of people have done, okay? I'm just going to go on to the next bit here. Okay. So, MyNEF have implemented many programs and accelerators even before accelerators were cool. But many of these programs usually do not run beyond 2 years or so. But the one premier program that always come back by popular demand seems to be the ASEAN Rice Bowl Startup Awards. And this is our 4th year running, okay? And the ARBSA has a backstory pretty much like any other startup story. There was a market gap, an unfair advantage, and perfect timing. When MyNEF was approached by the Ministry of Finance to support the One ASEAN Entrepreneurship Summit in 2015, we decided on a creative approach. While other agencies chose to run accelerators, meetups, and fireside chats, we thought we should do an ASEAN party. We contacted friends across the region, begged, borrowed, and stole startup databases from everyone, like from Tech in Asia, from E27, and started cold calling. Surprisingly, we had 500 quality nominations and ended up with 45 finalists and about 10 winners during the first ASEAN Rice Bowl. It caught a lot of attention and many calls from other ASEAN neighbors for collaboration. So this is our 4th season since the first Rice Bowl. And we have successfully received over 1,200 nominations annually. And all 10 ASEAN countries celebrate their own national level Rice Bowl. And the winners of the ASEAN regional get to go and compete at the Global Startup Awards. And I'd just like to mention, last year Nazrin gave a very nice speech. He said, Lily, the Rice Bowl is a platform for a small startup in Sarawak to compete all the way to the Global Startup Awards. The path is clear, and we have done that, okay? So, last year, we were worried that the startup slowdown in Malaysia, but we see a jump in this year's number. So just give you some stats, we have expanded to about 18 categories this year. This included things like e-commerce, life helper, IoT, and the coveted Star Awards for the Newcomer of the Year, Founder of the Year, and Startup of the Year. We also found out that the top 10 startups have an average monthly revenue of 120,000 ringgit a month, okay? Yeah, and there was an outlier that was actually making more than 20 million ringgit a month. But, we'll find out whether he's a winner or not. And many of these startups are achieving multi-million-dollar revenues. And what's even more interesting, the newcomer category, these are companies less than 2 years old, are averaging 320,000 ringgit per month. So the newcomers are outperforming the slightly older startups. So we see a very healthy growth in e-commerce, logistics, and supply chain startups. And how do we fare as Malaysians? Well, Malaysia received the highest number of tech startups this year, followed by Indonesia and Myanmar. So Myanmar is really picking up, okay? Even less, Singapore has actually less nominations than Myanmar. But we also find that in other countries other than Singapore, many startups are actually low tech. They are applied tech, okay? And the region is still far behind in terms of AI, blockchain, robotics, IoT, when compared to Europe, China, and North America. So in the ASEAN region, Malaysia definitely have a competitive advantage if we act fast, okay? And that's why we're working hard to, having partners in China, having partners in the Nordics to bring that experience into the country, okay? So tonight is a casual night of networking and celebration. We are among our peers and friendly competitors, also like-minded personalities. Rebels are we, and as founders, we wear battle scars of our ups and downs. I wanted to mention a few elements tonight. So we're doing quite a lot. Element number one, we are paying tribute to Nazrin Hassan, the late CEO of Cradle. His untimely death robs the industry of a true visionary and an eloquent, persuasive advocate for entrepreneurship, okay? Many of us are here, are not here if it weren't for the chips, okay? And as a final gesture, Nazrin also left the industry with a feather in his cap by releasing Cradle's impact report posthumously. So, we've got 60 copies of this report. We'll share it with you. And it's really worth the read to see, how much Cradle has impacted the nation. Number three, we are also paying tribute to the Malaysian tech industry from 1996 to 2018. If you're interested, there's a gallery that we prepared over there. It lists all the history of MSC. There's mentions about Tunku Azman, Sharifuddin, of Mimos, Jaring. I bet a lot of you do not know what Jaring is. We have all of that captured, okay? And element number 4, we are also releasing an early version of the Malaysian Startup Guide mobile app. It didn't make it in time for the release tonight, but it will be released in the next few days. We'll email everyone. So the idea behind the Malaysian Startup Guide is to allow agencies and investors to view in real time relevant and operating tech startups in Malaysia. We want to provide in-depth review of the state of the industry in terms of numbers and stats, access to information about incorporation, funding avenues, tech communities in Malaysia. So Dr. Yasmin, I've spoken to a lot of your managers. We want to work with them on that, and also with the Taraju folks, because this is where the bastion of data is being kept, and we want to make sure that that's captured in one single platform. And last but not least, this year, MyNav collaborated with MatCat to run the Stanford University Technovation Program, which is a weekend program that we run over 6 months to teach girls ages 10 to 18 to develop mobile apps with a sustainable development goal. Tonight, we are releasing the Rice Bowl Junior Award. So we're going to recognize a few key students tonight. And finally, we are proud to announce that the regionals for the ASEAN Rice Bowl Startup Awards will be in Bali this year. Yay! No, pencil in November 30th to December 2nd. And winners of the Malaysian Rice Bowl, we will fly you to the ASEAN Rice Bowl in Bali, okay? We also hope to fly in some lucky media through the lucky draw tonight. And so far, we have had verbal confirmations from our Indonesian partners that founders from Bukalapak, Gojek, Tokopedia, and Traveloka is all likely to attend, along with some members of the Indonesian government, okay? We have also sent out invitations to the founders of Skype, Prezi, and Supercell through our Global Startup Awards network, and they've actually expressed interest to come to Bali also. So we're also working hard to get high net worth families to join us in Bali to matchmake them to investment houses and VC funds that's based across Southeast Asia. So that's what we're planning to do. So MyNEF, we work with many organizations, both public and private sector. We would not be able to do what we do without their support. So I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks, in particular to MDEC, Teraju, Cradle, and Magic, who have supported many of MyNEF's programs, curriculum, and ideas. And the very least, listen to our findings and suggestions on how to assist and accelerate tech startups. The Rice Bowl have a strong community of regional partners, so thank you to our ambassadors and country partners also. Last but not least, I have to thank the MyNEF team. Sometimes I am amazed how small we are, but we are able to run and celebrate the Rice Bowl Nationals in 10 countries on an extremely stretched budget. But, that's normal in, startup mentality and practice. We like to do it. So thank you, Linda, Safwan, and Angie at nominations, Jaja and Manisa, who wrangle in country partnerships and ambassadors, Azwin and Noreen, where are you guys, who maintain the community relations, Safu, who did, the guy who was in that video just now, Nurul, who creates all of our events and makes it special, Teha and Fiza, who was here to make sure that we stay on budget, and Ayoli PR team, thank you. Sharil and the MyNEF Academy team, who takes care of our postings and whatnot. My board of trustee, who ensure that I don't go too crazy with my ideas and budgets, and provides much anchor and reality check. And of course, the NEF council members who are here, that always gives us very sound industry advice. So good luck to all the finalists tonight. Please keep up the good work. Don't forget to enjoy yourselves. You can come in and out, enjoy the food. Congratulations to the Rice Bowl winners, and we'll see you in Bali. Thank you, and good evening.
Let's hear it for Lily! Fantastic. So many things happening, so many initiatives. I especially like what's going on over there in the art gallery. Now, for those of you who haven't gone round, it might be interesting if you just checked out what was actually going on in what year. And ask yourself, where was I in the startup scene at that point? It might be really interesting and a nice conversation starter for everybody here tonight. Now, conversation starters equals networking, but we will talk more about that later. For now, ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please, outside? We would like to take it down a little notch. As right now, as Lily mentioned, we would like to pay a special tribute to a very special someone in the startup scene. I'm talking about none other than the late Nazrin Hassan. So, in order for us to begin with this event, please let us have a short address by Dr. Sivapalan Proficio.
Good evening, everybody. Lily, Dr. Yasmin, Dr. Husni, everyone. Thank you for having me here to give this short dedication about Nazrin. Anyone, all of you know Nazrin? How many of you really know Nazrin really well? How many of you receive money from Cradle Fund? Okay. So Nazrin Hasran was the CEO of Cradle Fund. And when Lily asked me to give this little dedication, I told her, I hope I don't cry because we have done it so many times already. I think there's also a video about Nazrin afterwards, yeah? So I'm just going to make it short because Lily said just a short dedication. I just want to tell you a little bit about our good friend Nazrin Hassan. I want to talk a little bit about his personal life and who he was as an individual and a person. I got to know Nazrin almost 20 years ago in 1999 and 2000 when he actually competed in one of the first ever business plan competitions that we did in this country. It was in a McKinsey, I think, McKinsey EY business plan competition. And, I was there because at that time I had already started an organization called TEAM, the Technopreneur Association of Malaysia. And we were actually very close to NEF, so we always call ourselves sister organizations. Huh? Yes, one Mubi, one Muhiba, okay? And we always were very close and we did a lot of things together. So I was already president of TEAM, and when I saw him, he was so clever, he was so articulate, he spoke so well, he spoke so smartly. And at that point, I said, wow, I really got to get this guy in TEAM, right? Because at that point, the Technopreneur Association of Malaysia was really trying to push the needle because there was no one representing entrepreneurs in Malaysia at that point. So we actually started about the same time as NEF, right? And he actually got third place. Okay, he didn't win the competition, he got third place, right? But he was really smart. So I got to know him, and I kind of brought him into TEAM because he had so many great ideas. There were just so many things he wanted to do for the ecosystem. And I said, look, you need a platform, come and join TEAM. And when he came and joined TEAM, I said, what would you like to do in TEAM? What position would you like to take? He said, I want to take the funding and finance portfolio. Because he says, I think we lack funding in this country. Because although he was running an entrepreneurial venture at that time, he could not get any funding. And Dr. Husni will know because he was in MSC Ventures at that time, about the only serious venture capital fund at that time, right? There were one or two others, but they were not so serious, yeah? Now also got one or two also not very serious, okay? So Nazrin joined TEAM, and he was very dedicated to TEAM. Okay, he was dedicated to TEAM, he was dedicated to entrepreneurship, and really in my entire committee, he was the hardest working guy. Okay? So when he said, I'm going to do something about the lack of funding in the ecosystem, he really did. And we supported him all the way, and that's how we came up with this policy for creation of Cradle itself. So it was actually a team initiative. He pushed this button all the way. He came up with a policy. He came up with this thing about grants, because in the Western world, there was such a thing as grants to fund the ecosystem. So he came up with this and he pushed it, and he did a presentation to then Prime Minister and current Prime Minister Tun Mahathir. He went all the way up to Tun Mahathir. He did the presentation. Tun loved the idea, and at that time, Tun had already started MSC Malaysia, right? 1996, MSC Malaysia was formed, and Tun was really keen to get the startup movement going. And that's when, he said, okay. And then Dato' Jamaluddin, Tan Sri Jamaluddin now, he came in and he said, okay, I will push this initiative as well. And that's how Cradle started, right? So Cradle started, if I'm not wrong, I think 2004, Cradle itself was formed. And Nazrin was the first head, because Nazrin said, I'm doing the policy, I'm going to let it go and let somebody else do it. And that's when Dato' JJ said, no. If you want this policy to work, you have to head this thing. And Nazrin said, but I'm not a government guy. I want to run an entrepreneurship venture, right? But in the end, he was persuaded. So he became the first head. And when he started, it came under MEFCAP, right? So he was running it under MEFCAP. He didn't quite get along with the people who were in MEFCAP, and he had different ideas of how it should be done, and they had different ideas. They had a big say in it. He set it up, he got it going, and he left. After he left, Shannon took over, and Shannon also left after that. Yeah, Shannon both. So after Shannon left, it kind of like went downhill a little bit. Okay, so it was going downhill and downhill. People were not getting funding. People whose funding was approved were not getting the money. There were a lot of issues, right? And he was persuaded to come back again. But he had one condition. At that point, he said, if I'm going to come back, I have to take it out of MEFCAP. I'm not going to be remaining in MEFCAP at that point. Were you already there, Dato' Husni? Yes, Dato' Husni was at that point, and I think you agreed. right? So Dr. Husni agreed. He took it out of math camp. So I'm telling you a little bit of history about how Cradle started as well. So he took it out of math camp and it came under MOF, right? And that's how Cradle really took off. I think this was like maybe 2005 or 2006. 2006, yeah? Yeah, 2006. That's when it really took off. And the rest, as they say, is history. Because he was so in love with entrepreneurship that, he really did all of these things. After that, while Cradle was growing, he kept pushing and making sure that entrepreneurs were funded and Cradle was growing. And, some of the best companies in Malaysia owe their start to Cradle Fund. That means they owe it to Nazrin Hassan, okay? Even the biggest company of all that we know, Grab, got its first start because they got funding from Cradle Fund as well, right? And the thing about Nazrin is, and a lot of entrepreneurs have told me this, when nobody else believed in them, when nobody else gave them a chance, he gave them a chance. He believed in them. And I know this because for many years I was on the approval committee of Cradle Fund. And Nazrin, the way he set it up is he says, the approval committee must consist of industry people as well. And I was there because I was in team, and he said, okay, you got to be there, right? So this is the thing about Nazrin, right? When no one else believes in you, Nazrin will believe in you. And I know him. Even entrepreneurs, when they want to meet up with him, he will meet up with them. He will spend time with them. And it doesn't matter who it is. Whether young entrepreneur, old entrepreneur, he spends time with them. Whether it's Saturday, Sunday, or anything, he'll meet up with them. Sometimes I feel very shy in there. Entrepreneurs want to meet me, and sometimes I don't get a chance to meet them. He meets everybody. So people actually love him for that. And that's how Cradle came to be. And Cradle itself was molded on Nazrin in that, you got to be part of the ecosystem. You got to work hard. You got to make sure you fund all of these guys so that we can create successful companies. After that, he went on and said, Cradle alone cannot do this. The government cannot do this. The private sector has to come in. And that's why he came up with a policy to push for angel tax incentive, right? And so he and I, we worked together on this policy, but he really pushed it. I have to say, although I talked to him about it and came up with the ideas, he pushed it. He pushed it all the way, and he got the angel tax incentive approved 6 years ago. And now we have such a great angel tax incentive. It's the best in the whole of Asia. If you, as an angel, invest up to 500,000 a year in a startup, and you hold that investment for 2 years, that entire investment, you can write it off your taxable income. 500,000 a year, that's like, in Singapore, they have it, it's only up to about 300,000. Okay, so the guys in Singapore envy us. Everybody else in the region envies us even more because they don't have anything, okay? And after that, he went one step further, right? He said, the corporates don't have any tax incentive. So if we want the venture capital industry to be supported, if we want the corporates to actually support, we got to give them a tax incentive. And that's how we came up with a corporate investment tax incentive. So 5 years ago, again, it was a team initiative, the Technopreneur Association of Malaysia. We pushed for this corporate investment tax incentive so that if corporates invest in a venture capital fund or any fund, even if they set up their own fund and they invest, they can get a tax incentive up to 20 million. And when we pushed this all the way, the Ministry of Finance actually accepted it. Last year, it was even approved in the budget. So it's up to 20 million a year for 5 years, which means a corporation can invest up to 100 million over 5 years, and this whole 100 million will be tax exempt. Okay, so Nazrin, as you can see, moved from grants to angel funding to venture capital funding because he knew that we needed to fill every single part of the funding ecosystem. So it cannot just be early stage, we got to move it to the later stage as well. Nazrin is really the best policy guy this ecosystem has had. So we are all really going to miss him in that. Yeah. I just want to tell you a little bit about Nazrin, the person as well. Okay. So most of you will know Nazrin. He is a wonderful guy. He's really very personable. He talks to you and all of that. He loved family. Okay. He loved family. And the one thing he wanted most of all, really, was kids. You will not believe it, right? He wanted to have kids desperately. I kid you not. He wanted to have kids desperately. Okay? And he has 2 kids. Okay? And he loved them to bits. Right? But there was another thing as well, right? He also has stepkids. Right? With his current wife, Samira, he has stepkids. Right? And this is something many of you may not know. He had a stepfather. His own father died young. And he had a stepfather. Okay? And he often felt that he did not have a great relationship with his stepfather. He always felt that there was something missing. So when he had stepkids of his own, he really was quite worried that, that he would be treating his stepkids in not such a great way as well, So he was very cautious about making sure he treats the stepkids well, but he does not become the father because they have their own father. So this was a very delicate balancing act that he really had to do, right? But he did it really well, okay? I mean, that's his personal life. And of course, football fans, right? All of you will know about all his football postings as well, So this is something we all really miss. I'm a big football fan myself, right? I support a very lowly club called Newcastle, probably the only one in the whole crowd. And he's an Arsenal fan, right? And every season he takes out his crystal ball and he's always predicting all these games. And Arsenal never loses in any of the games, right? At worst, it's a draw. He was such a big fan of football. And we all really miss all the little nuggets that he's always sharing with us on football, right? And he supported Arsene Wenger right up to the very end. He was always still a believer. But in that last year, he finally said Arsene has to go as well. Unfortunately, after Arsene went, he also went along. Okay, so Arsene has left, there's a new manager, but Nazrin is no longer there to share all of these nuggets with us. And maybe the last thing I want to say really is this. I think Nazrin has had a great impact on many of our lives. Whether as a friend, whether as someone who supported your company, whether as the CEO of Cradle, he has had a great impact on all of us. He has made an impact on all of our lives. That's why, today we have these things, we remember him, because he has made such a difference to all of us, And I think he will continue to make this difference because Cradle is going to keep funding. We're going to have angels that are going to keep funding all of you guys. We're going to get the corporate tax incentive in. Dato' Yasmin, you will support us with the corporate tax incentive, right? Okay. We will get this corporate tax incentive in. And when all of this happens, right, for years to come, all entrepreneurs in this country are going to keep benefiting from these initiatives that Nazrin has done, right, to actually continue to support entrepreneurs all the way, hopefully for many years to come. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. So don't forget Nazrin.
Thank you, Dr. Sivapalan. And now, as promised, a short video to highlight Nazrin's achievements. Please feast your eyes on the screens. Thank you very much for your kind attention and the respect you have given that moment within this awards ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. For now, we're going to take things up a notch. And before we do, I would like to kick off the evening by showing you a video about the Rice Bowl ecosystem. Enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of Yang Berhormat Tuan Gobind Singh Dio, Minister of Communications and Multimedia. Welcome, Yang Berhormat, and now the party has officially started. But before we begin with the awards, how about we hear a few words from Yang Berhormat, Tuan Govind. I know you just sat down, but I think it would be cool if you, would you care to say a few words now? Or I could do this for you later. Let's do it. All right, let's give him a big round of applause.
Ni belum duduk, sudah diminta untuk bagi ucapan. Terima kasih saya ucapkan kepada saudara pengurusi majlis. Yang saya hormati sahabat saya, Datuk Yasmin Mahmud, selaku CEO MDEC. Sahabat saya yang bahagia, Datuk Husni Saleh, yang bahagia Encik Hamidi Mokhtar, bahagia Puan Liliana Abdul Latif, and of course, finalists of Malaysia Rice Bowl Startup Awards 2018, startup founders and innovators, members of the media, tuan-tuan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Selamat petang, apa khabar semua? Salam harapan kepada kita semua. Saya minta maaf atas kelewatan saya. Hari ini penuh dengan program-program bermula daripada pagi sampai sekarang. Nasib baik saya diberitahu lepas daripada ini tak ada program lain. Jadi, this is the last program of the night, but of course it's best to spend the last program of the night with all of you. Thank you very much for inviting me. First and foremost, welcome everyone to the Malaysia Rice Bowl Startup Awards 2018. I would like to congratulate Puan Liliana, Chairman of ARB SA, ABSA, and her team for putting together yet another great year for the Malaysian Rice Bowl and working tirelessly to annually select and award those in the Malaysian tech and startup industry that have shown outstanding achievements in business and service to the community. As I was made to understand, the awards not only cover achievements of startups, but also recognize the contributions of the ecosystems that support acceleration of these startups, such as media, investors, co-working spaces, programs, and also communities. Ladies and gentlemen, the tech industry traditionally spans through telecommunication, ICT, hardware, and software. But in recent years, tech also includes advancements in robotics, big data, artificial intelligence, or otherwise known as AI, new material technologies, medical technologies, agri-tech, and even fintech. The tech industry is an industry requiring constant innovation, disruptive thinking, and brave people who dare to break the status quo in order to improve businesses, communities, and of course, the environment. Malaysia requires a new way of doing things. The tech industry is a key economic pillar that will permeate through every single type of business. I think tech and computing is no longer the area of specialists, but everyone will have to harness tech and computing to perform their daily work. Global industry, ladies and gentlemen, has gone through 3 stages of evolution. First, mechanism using steam and water power. Second, mass production and assembly lines using vast amount of electricity, and of course, now the third generation, which involves computing and automation. Malaysia has embraced all 3 stages and has benefited from it economically and also socially. And the 4th industrial revolution is already here. This stage will see the rise of cyber physical systems, Internet of Things, cloud computing, and cognitive computing, or AI. The Malaysian government recognizes the impact of IR 4.0 on our economy and, more importantly, our society. We call upon communities, businesses, and startups to quickly embrace and arm themselves with knowledge and talent in this subject matter, or we will fail to maintain national competitiveness in the near future. Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen, has a lot of potential talent. The government is intended on providing assistance and platforms for talent and businesses to grow. We have invested a lot of money, in the billions actually, to enable entrepreneurs to have a conducive environment to conduct businesses. My ministry is very much committed to improving telecommunications and the content infrastructure of Malaysia, because only with fast and efficient, effective internet networks and cloud infra can industries and tech-driven communities be created. Ladies and gentlemen, startups are very much needed as they have natural agility, relatively lower cost to operate, and the energy to experiment on new ways of doing business. They build fast, get to the market fast, and if proved otherwise, fail also fast. But again, at much lower cost and impact than other types of businesses. But they will require vastly improved telecommunication infrastructure, a supportive business environment, and a government that will allow them to accelerate their businesses regionally. These days, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysian businesses can no longer afford to just market locally. With access to the internet, we should be marketing not just regionally, but also globally. So we are extremely happy that platforms such as Rice Bowl Startup Awards is here to recognize businesses that are answering Rice Bowl issues of nations and seeking businesses and services that are viable for export. I am told this year has been a great year for the Malaysian tech startups, and Rice Bowl has seen a healthy participation of nominees and new talents. The quality of startups are equally impressive, with the average revenues of the top 10 newcomers, which are startups under 2 years of incorporation, reaching a sum of RM 320,000 a month in revenue. The Founder of the Year category also has more than 50 nominations. This is very impressive, considering how young most of these companies are. So I am extremely happy to hear that Malaysian startups are accelerating faster than ever, and we hope that they become significant contributors to our nation's GDP and growth, and also become a significant type of business that employs and cultivates cutting-edge talent and becomes a key source of employment. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon agencies such as MDEC, Teraju, Cradle, Magic, and others to make the process and the access to facilitation of facilities and services more efficient, so that our tech startups can grow in this new economy. Help them to connect the dots and assist them to accelerate and grow, not just nationally, but also globally. I would like to thank New Entrepreneurs Foundation that acts like a one-stop center for budding tech entrepreneurs to find their footing, hone their business ideas, connect them to relevant government and private-driven programs, highlight them to investors, and of course, introduce them to new markets. So, to all of you here, participants, and of course, recipients, good luck to all the finalists tonight. Please keep up the good work. Congratulations to all the Rice Bowl winners, but more importantly, focus on reaching new heights and aim to be the next Malaysian unicorn. Terima kasih. Salam harapan.
Thank you once again, Ya Berhormat Tuan Govin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we have reached that time of the night, the moment we've all been waiting for, the award ceremony for the Malaysia Rice Bowl Startup Award! I'm loving the energy. I suppose everybody sitting here is bound to win an award or so. All right? So, we're going to kick off with the first round of awards. And for that, I would like to invite our presenter who will be giving away the Rice Bowl Junior Awards as well as the Best Digital Marketing Startup. Please put your hands together for Dr. Siva Palan, Vivekaraja, founder of Proficio. So, all right, the first award is the Rice Bowl Junior Award, and the nominees are all right. I suppose the envelope's over there. Zero Bully by IHU, Cloud Farm by Unme, and Prim by Nakyas.
And the winner is Zero Bully by IHU.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Zero Bully is an app that aims to educate the community, adults and children about bullying, and in doing so, to reduce the case of bullying at school in particular. Can we have our... Yes, that's you, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, their app provides informative links and assistance to users, and users are also able to write a report of an incident into a central database, and they will be submitted as public or anonymously or privately. Yes, have a photo over there, look over there. Fantastic. Hopefully one day we will be free of bullies thanks to these wonderful, wonderful Rice Bowl Junior Startup Award winners. Yay. Look at that. They're so like, I won. I won. Let's move on to the next category. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be the Best Digital Marketing Startup. And the nominees are all right, many names there. I'm not gonna, you know who you are. I'm not gonna mention them, but I think we can go straight into the envelope. Dr. Siva, the winner, please.
And the winner is Sushi VID.
All right, to Sushi Vid.
Sushi Vid.
Now, Sushi Vid, ladies and gentlemen, helps brands launch and manage influencer marketing campaigns at scale through their content management software. Come on up, Sushi Vid. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. Oh, she wants a photo as well.
The whole team. Okay.
I love this. I hope you don't mind me saying the whole team looks like sushi, except you look a bit more like a bento. But I'm gonna have you on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Dr. Siva, for giving out the awards. Ladies and gentlemen, our next presenter is Rashdan Ramli, President of Malaysian Association of Bumiputra ICT Industry and Entrepreneurs. All right. Rashdan will be giving out the best AI or machine learning startup as well as the best IoT startup. So let's begin with the first category. Let's see the nominees. Best AI machine learning startup. Let's give them a big round of applause. Right, Rashdan, would you like to announce the winner?
Okay, and the winner is, for the Best AI Machine Learning Startup 2018, Hyperlab.
All right. Congratulations, Hyperlab. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, Hyperlab, are you here? You know, I would expect Hyperlab to be more like, you know, hyper, but they're quite chilled. Maybe they might want to think a bit again about their brand name to suit the company, you know, culture. Hyperlab, are you guys here? Hey, there you are. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Hyperlab automates sales and support for visionary enterprises with their leading conversational AI and RPA technology. Big congratulations to you guys. Cik Rashdan, I hear that when you were in school, your friends used to call you robot, is that right?
It's Robo. Actually.
Robo.
The original
close
AI.
enough. Dia macam Robocop.
Oh, yeah, Robocop,
Yalah, so
yeah.
dia macam, kalau macam
Jalan
machine
keras
learning
sikit,
AI
yeah.
ni,
Exactly.
patutlah you bagi kan. Okay, moving on to our next category, which is Best IoT Startup, the Internet of Things. The nominees are let's give our nominees a big round of applause. Cik Rashdan, the envelope, please.
And the winner for Best IoT Startup 2018 is Jom Parking. Woo!
Joe Parking, do we have you guys here? I see somebody going. Let's go. Oh, there we are. Congratulations. Joe Parking, ladies and gentlemen, is a quick and convenient way to pay for parking platform. Congratulations. Congratulations once again, and thank you, Encik Rashdan. Moving on to our next awards round. Our presenter this time is Yang Berbahagia Datuk Husni Saleh, CEO of Teraju. He will be presenting Best Life Helper Startup, Best Business Automation Tool Startup, and that's just about it. All right, so Best Life Helper Startup. Let's see the nominees. All right, let's give them a big round of applause. Dato' Husni, the envelope, please.
And the winner is VD.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Vidi is a visual discovery platform that helps travelers see and book amazing experiences for their next holiday. Congratulations, congratulations. All right, moving on to the next category is Best Business Automation Tool Startup. The nominees are all right, let's give them a big round of applause. The winner is...
And the winner is Run Cloud.
All right. Run Cloud is a modern control panel to help web developers manage multiple cloud hosting and web deployments easily. Thank you, Dato' Husni. And congratulations to Run Cloud. Ladies and gentlemen, our next round of awards will be given away by Mr. Edmund Rao, Senior Vice President of WTOIP. Mr. Edmund. He will be giving away the awards for Best Logistics and Supply Chain Startup and Best E-Commerce Startup. Let us begin with the Best Logistics and Supply Chain Startup. The nominees are... Now, I can tell you a little bit about this category, ladies and gentlemen. The startups here are the best at disrupting traditional business models and impacting productivity and efficiency in logistics and supply chain via storing or movement of goods by using online communication or mobile technology. Let's give a big round of applause for the nominees. To Edmund, the envelope, please.
And the winner is Zoom.
Zoom is a technology-based on-demand delivery platform for e-commerce businesses that requires last-mile fulfillment. Let's give them a big round of applause. All right, it's a big team, otherwise they would be zooming up here, but fortunately, it's going to take a bit of time. I gotta ask you something, man. Didn't you win something last year? Your team grew. All right, congratulations once again for growing the team. Well done, Zoom. Right, Mr. Edmund, one more category, and that would be Best E-commerce Startup. And the nominees are... This category is for a startup that was the best at developing innovative business solutions through online or mobile merchandising, sourcing, distribution, logistics, marketing, and retail. Here are the nominees. Let's give them a big round of applause. Come on, guys. Let's be supportive tonight. Loving that energy.
And the winner is TripFest.
TripFest! TripFest Travels Jan Berhad. Let's give them a big round of applause. TripFest, ladies and gentlemen, offer Muslim-friendly travel solutions all over the globe. Is TripFest around? Oh, there we are. There we go. Congratulations. Congratulations and thank you, Mr. Edmund. Thank you very much for being up here. Right, the next round of awards will be presented by Zulira Abu Bakar, CEO of Cradle Seed Ventures. Zulira will be presenting the awards for Best Food Tech and Agri-Tech Startup, Best Health Med Tech Health Startup, and Best FinTech Startup. You all right this evening, Zulira? Yeah? Fantastic. Let us begin with our first category. The nominees for Best Food Tech or Agri-Tech Startup. Let's give the nominees a big round of applause. And the winner is...
And the winner is Stick Fresh.
Sticks Fresh is a sticker that can prolong the shelf life of fresh fruits, which indirectly can reduce fruit wastage. Ladies and gentlemen, they are a startup that were the best within their field in developing a product or service that uses technology to improve agriculture and food production, supply chain, distribution channels, and consumption. Major congratulations to them. All right. Fantastic. Moving on to the... Oh, no, Zulira, you're still giving out 2 more awards. Yeah. Not 1 more, 2 more. Hold your horses. All right. Here we are. The next... the nominees for the next award category is Best Health and Med Tech Startup. Now, these startups are the ones that were able to prove that they were best at developing a product or service that uses technology to keep people or animals healthier or improve their ability to diagnose and treat illnesses. Let's give a big round of applause to our nominees.
And the winner is MedCat.
MedCard provides a medical benefit automation systems for companies to efficiently manage their staff medical benefits. That's all right, MedCard, it's the same thing. No. Don't be, Zulira. Zulira, can you remain on stage? There's 1 more award. All right. This one goes out to the best FinTech startup. Ladies and gentlemen, this startup was at the best at developing a product or service or technology in the field of finance technology. Here are the nominees. Let's give them all a big round of applause. This is the buzzword nowadays. So, best fintech startup goes to
Goes to currency.
Currency. Big round of applause for Currency. They are a platform connecting money services to travelers to make money changing and remittance convenient and secure. Well done. Congratulations, Currency. Thank you very much, Surira. Now you can have a seat. She was very eager. All right. It is now time for us to take a quick breather and a break and announce the winners of the lucky draw. Yes. Now, of course, I'm the only one who went like, because I know what you're going to win. For most of you who don't know what you're going to win, and you're about to, you'll probably be all like, right after this. The winner for the lucky draw, and mind you, ladies and gentlemen, the lucky draw goes to a civilian or a normal person like us, right? It's open to the public. And the other one is only open to the members of the media. Because wherever they are going, they will be doing something very, very special. Okay? Yes. I know what I'm talking about. I just wanted to create anticipation, but I don't know how to. But never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, this lucky draw winner will be going to the ASEAN Startup Awards in Bali! All of you. All right, so. All right, to begin the awards, we would like to invite Datuk Yasmin Mahmud to give out the awards. Well, give out the lucky draw. You're going to pick them, and then you're going to give it out to 2 lucky members of the public. That's 2. There's 2? We'll start with 1.
No, I have to disqualify this. Do I have to? The winner is, oh my God, Nur Hizam Abdul Kadir. He has volunteered to recuse himself, right? But Hizam, I put his bag inside. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is legitimate. So the winner is Nabila Aira Abdullah, Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Perempuan Seri Aman.
Thank you. Nabila, are you around? Congratulations. We need a photo. Congratulations, you're going to Bali. Right, one more for members of the public.
The winner is Andi Suswandi Shamsuddin from Magic. No? Okay, popular demand says no. Andi, ini rezeki orang tahu. So, Andi, you agree that we recuse you, okay? You give up. He wasn't. Yes, you deserve it.
That's right. Okay, Andi, tangkap gambar, senyum lebar-lebar. Yeah? You just won, you're going to Bali, eh? This is the proof. Dr. Yasmin, thank you so much. Right, for the next 2 tickets that we're going to be giving away, please can we invite Dr. Usni to come join us on stage to give away the tickets for the lucky draw on behalf of members of the media. So, members of the media, if you're here, right? The first winner is
Nigel Yong. PC.com. Sorry. Nigel Yong, PC.com. Is that you?
Let's give a big round of applause for Nigel Young from PC.com. You are going to Bali for the ASEAN Rice Bowl Startup Awards. Thank you. One more name. That was me.
Okay, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Yeah? Tirya Malini Rama Bernama.
I think you said that right because the noise is coming from over there. Congratulations, you are going to Bali. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dato. Okay, wow, that was exciting. And it's nice to break out of the pattern a little bit. Let's get back into the awards, ladies and gentlemen. Round 4. Our presenter this time is Cik Amdi Mokhtar, Chairman of MINEF, New Entrepreneurs Foundation. He will be giving out the Best Co-working Space and Best Ecosystem Initiative. Let's go to the nominees for the first category. A Best Co-working Space is defined as the co-working space that deserves the recognition for its services, support, and resources to fast-growth tech startups and creating a culture and environment that fosters innovation. Please, can we go for the envelope?
And the winner goes to Paper and Toast.
All right, Paper and Toast, ladies and gentlemen, is the first co-working space in Malaysia. It was actually established in 2010. Their aim was to serve as a one-stop community platform for talents, entrepreneurs, and startups to get together. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Paper and Toast. All right. Chamdi, one more, yeah? The next awards goes to the Best Ecosystem Initiative. The nominees are in front of you. Now, they are the best of the best for the organization, not including co-working spaces or accelerator programs, initiated by individuals, community building organizations, corporate and or government that has proven to support entrepreneurs and tech startups. So, the winner is...
This is a rather sensitive award, but I would like to note that all the selection is totally independent. And the award goes to MDEC.
Right. The Malaysian Digital Economy Corporation is the lead agency in driving the digital economy in Malaysia. MDEC's implementations and efforts are centered on building awareness on digital economy, creating credible talents for the industry, and encouraging digital technology adoption among the people and businesses. Thank you so much. Congratulations, MDEC. And thank you so much again, Cik Amdi Mokhtar. Now, the next presenter is Yang Berbahagia Datuk Yasmin Mahmud, CEO of MDEC. She will be presenting Best Accelerator or Incubator Program and the Investor of the Year. So, let us begin with the nominees of the Best Accelerator or Incubator Program. Now, for a fixed-term, cohort-based mentorship-driven program, this program helps empower entrepreneurs to foster the growth of their innovative companies by providing tools, resources, connections, knowledge, and expertise. And the winner is Datuk Yasmin.
And the winner is Magic.
All right. Magic's Gap program, ladies and gentlemen, has been around for a very long time. They are pretty much pioneers of doing some really cool stuff. Their mission is to make you investment ready in 4 months and build a strong startup community in ASEAN. Another big round of applause for Magic. Dato' Yasmin will now present the award to Investor of the Year.
Oh, no nominees?
Well, we don't go for nominees. We just announce the best one because it's the Investor of the Year.
So the Investor of the Year is Andrew Tan.
Andrew Tan, are you here?
Andrew, where are you? On behalf,
Fantastic. Hey.
on behalf of Andrew Tan.
Well done, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, the Investor of the Year for the Malaysian Rice Bowl Startup Awards. Thank you so much for being up here, that's Yasmin. All right. Finally, the last round of awards will be presented by none other than Yang Berhormat Tuan Govind Singh Dio, Minister of Communications and Multimedia. He will be presenting the People's Choice Awards and Best Newcomer for 2018. Now, Yang Berhormat, the people can only make one choice, and therefore, please announce the winner.
And the winner is 11tune.com.
11tune.com. Let's give them a big round of applause. 11tune is a total music solution platform that connects composers with users in just a few clicks. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next award will be Best Newcomer. And the nominees are all right, here are the nominees, and the winner is
The winner is Droppy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Droppy is a B2B marketplace that brings together suppliers and retailers on a single platform. All right, congratulations to Droppy. Now, for the final one, we would like to invite, that's right, Liliana Latif, CEO of New Entrepreneurs Foundation, together with Yang Berhormat Tuan Gobind to give away the prize for Founder of Startup of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the nominees.
This was a very hard list. Yes. And Founder of the Year is
Denise Ng.
Droppy. Everyone's very proud. Female Founder of the Year. Yeah.
Congratulations, Lenise Ang. Well, that look on your face is priceless. No, Lenise, don't go anywhere. I think it'll be a perfect opportunity for us to have a photo opportunity with everybody, actually. That's right. All right, thank you very much. Congratulations to our founder of the year, to all our VIPs. You may have a seat except for... Sorry, Yang Berbuat Tuan Gobind, you're not just done yet. That's right. And neither are you, Lily. Right. We've gone through the founder of the year, and now we're going for the startup of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, the nominees are... Let's give them a big round of applause. I don't think I need to actually announce what this is all about. It's just the most hardworking, fastest growing startup that there is. And the winner is, if you will...
They were a clear winner. Startup of the year is...
Kasam.
All right, Kasam is the startup of the year. Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Southeast Asia's leading and fastest growing online used car platform. Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to call upon the final photo opportunity. So for this, can we please have our VIPs up on stage? Members of the media, if you'd like to take your photos, now would be a good time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we'd like to invite all the winners. If you are here, all the winners and the presenters for this evening, all the presenters and winners, if you would like to come on stage to take a huge group photo. If you're still here, ladies and gentlemen, all the winners and the presenters, together with our VIPs. All the winners, once again, all the winners of the Malaysian Rice Bowl Startup Awards. We can have you on stage together with all our presenters. Yes, more coming, more coming. Just let them trickle in for a little bit. Members of the media, I hope you are patient. Just please be patient for a moment. Thank you. Guys, can we get you to fill up the space on the left side? We'll get you fill up the space on the left side. If you guys can come over here, please. All right. There they are. Startup of the year, founder of the year, and all the other winners. Let's give them all a big round of applause. All right, thank you very much. Thank you to all our VIPs, our presenters, as well as our winners. Congratulations! For now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite all our VIPs to move on upstairs for a press conference. Once again, our VIPs, we would like to invite you all upstairs for a press conference. Now, to all the attendees as well as our winners, you have time to mingle with all our VIPs a bit later, but for now they have to move upstairs for a press conference. Members of the media, that is your cue to head on upstairs for the press conference. All right, everybody, don't go away just yet because we are about to start up the party. The event, the awards might have finished, but the party is just about to start. So stick around because we have a lot more food, lots of drinks, lots of good conversations. Do stick around for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I promised, we've got a lot of fun for you tonight. I'd like to end this evening by congratulating all our winners. If you're there, give yourselves a big round of applause. Yay, that's 10 winners. Okay, fantastic. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. My name's Razif Hashim, and tonight we're going to kick off the entertainment with the band La Lagu.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Dah ngantuk dah ke? Belum kan? Malam masih muda. Okay, saya ingin memperkenalkan diri saya. I'm Kira and this is my wonderful band, La Lagu. So we have Mr. Fizi on bass. We have Mr. Ari on guitar. And we have Mr. Radi on percussion. So what we got here? Alright, so this one they call S's and Oasis. But how to make a boy turn into a man? Show me all the things that he didn't understand. Oh, and then I let him go. Now it's gone to California, who be cursing my name. It's a found to me a better lover in the UK. Until I'm in my getaway. 1, 2, 3, gonna run back to me. It's not a base, baby, that I never gotta keep. 1, 2, 3, you're gonna run back to me. They always wanna come, but I never wanna leave. And the answers, and you, they haunt me. Like who so want me to marry my says who won't let go. And yes, and they haunt me. Like who so want me to marry my says who won't let go. Saya minta Abang Salman, boleh tambah reverb sikit tak dekat mic saya? Okay, so this is something from Stevie Wonder. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than what we need. Oh, I never thought true love would be make you what I simply share. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's spice. Boy, I'm so happy. We haven't blast. I can't believe what God has done. True as He's given life to one. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. Mr. Ari on guitar. Hey. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than what we need. Oh, I never thought true love would be make you what I simply share. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's spice. Boy, I'm so happy. We haven't blast. I can't believe what God has done. True as He's given life to one. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. Mr. Feezy on bass. Isn't she lovely? Love and love, hard to say. Love is Asia, and too many of the name. London could have not been done without it. Who could save the world? Isn't she lovely? Made from love. that you love it. And so, how am I ever to know? You only tell me. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I see, and then I ask you over again. You only answer. Perhaps. If you can make your mind up, we never get inside. And I don't wanna wind up being your body broken heart. So if you ever love me, I'll say yes. But if you don't dare confess, but please don't tell me. Perhaps, 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 Mr. Ari. If you can make your mind up, we never get inside. And I don't wanna wind up being body broken heart. So if you ever love me, I'll say yes. But if you don't dare confess, but please don't tell me. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Perhaps, 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 Thank you. Larat lagi ke nak dengar ni? Nak stay sini? Larat ya? Okey, kita nak lagu Adele nak? Saya boleh nyanyi dengan saya? Oh, nak dengar. Betul. Okey. Kejap lagi kita duet, okey? Alright, sambil-sambil tu saya nak promote diri saya. You guys boleh find me on Instagram Kira Official, QIERRA Official. And baru-baru ni saya baru saja release apa benda tu? Release my new single featuring Ultimate. You guys boleh cari kat YouTube ada Kira featuring Ultimate. Dan lagu tu bertajuk Kompas Rosak. So tak apa, kita teruskan lagu All Your Eyes. I believe my heart at a door. I wouldn't say the word that I've been say before you know. Why don't we just play pretend that there's no rain in your eyes? I'm sure my eyes are wrong. In the wrong, I know there is no tomorrow. All I ask is see is already in her eyes. I'm sure my eyes speak for me. Oh, no one knows me like you do. And since you're the only one that matters, tell me what do I run to the door? Got me wrong, I know there is no tomorrow. Thank you. Alright, so jom let's proceed our next number. Kita try lagu Melayu pula lah. Asyik lagu Mak Saleh je. Alright, so this is something from Datuk Sheila Majid. Oh, thank you for the, you know. Jalin dengan indah untuk mereka maksud hatiku beranikan diri untuk memulainya, tapi mengapa bibirku tak dapat bergerak, terasa berat. Amalannya hati ini aku ingat saat itu kami hanya saling berpandang. Dari jalin dengan indah untuk menguraikan maksud hatiku, beranikan diri untuk memulainya. Tapi mengapa bibirku tak dapat bergerak, terasa berat. Oh, malunya hati ini bila ku ingat saat itu kami hanya saling berpandang dan terdiam terpaku.
Oh, hanya dirimu yang menyaksikan segalanya. Oh Tuhan, tolonglah aku, katakan padanya ku cinta dia.
Yay! Alright, kita ada second vocalist. Amalnya hati ini bila ku ingat saat itu kami hanya saling berpandang dan terdiam terpaku. Oh, bulan hanya dirimu yang menyaksikan segalanya. Oh bulan, tolonglah aku, katakan padanya ku cinta dia. Oh, malunya hati ini bila ku ingat saat itu kami hanya saling berpandang dan terdiam terpaku. Oh bulan, hanya dirimu yang menyaksikan segalanya. Oh bulan, tolonglah aku, katakan padanya ku cinta dia. Thank you. Okay, ada lagu nak request tak? IG? Oh, okay, IG. IG saya Kira Official. QIERRA Official. Okay. Oh, dah. Oh, alright. Okay, ada lagu. Ada apa lagu nak request tak? Negaraku. Apa dah? Bu. Jangan. Cantik. Tak boleh nyanyi lagu tu lah sebab tak cantik. Havana, oh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, oh na na. It took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, my heart is in Nevada. Hey, you don't wake up, but how you do it? It's sometimes like girls that I can do it. I knew it forever, it on me day. And Papa said he got my love in him. He got me feeling. and campus down. Afraid that he is a lantern when the man is down. Afraid that he is a lantern, boom, 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 like a traffic jam. Hey, I was quick to pay that girl like Uncle Sam. Looking on me, cocking on me, got it eating on me, yeah. You waiting on me, yeah. Cocking on me, got it kicking on me, yeah. This is what I'm making on me. Bombay, come on, raise that bay. If it goes smelly, that's me. Ooh, hey, oh, Vanna, oh, na, na. Oh, Vanna, oh, na, na. Oh, Vanna, oh, na, na. Na, 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 hey. Na, 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 hey. Oh, Vanna, oh, na, na. Oh, Vanna, oh, na, na. Havana, oh na na. Havana, oh na na. Havana, oh na na. Havana, oh na na. Thank you. Talking in my sleep and I making myself crazy.
Out of my mind, out of my mind.
Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me.
Too many times,
Stop
too many times.
My love, it must have felt like nobody else, nobody else. Oh, but my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, I get ready? Alright. So be cocky for your nose gonna go with the drunk and alone too. Don't let him in, you have to kick him out of gate and three. Don't be his friend, you're not gonna wake and spit in the morning. If you want the him, you ain't getting over him. I'm gonna rise like I'm done. I got it done to myself. I'm gonna rise like I'm done. I keep pushing forward, but he keep pulling me backward. No way to take, no way. Now I plan it back for me. I find a seat of better. I'll never learn, I'll never learn. My love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, I do up. So pick up the phone, you know it's gonna go with the drunk and alone too. Don't let him in, you have to kick him out the gate and three. Don't be his friend, you're not gonna wake up and spend in the morning. If you under him, you ain't getting over him. I'm gonna rise like I'm done. I'm gonna rise like I'm done. I got it done to myself. I'm gonna rise like I'm done. Alright, it's alright. wrong with the drunk and alone too. Don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. And two, don't be his friend, you're not gonna wake on a spurt in the morning. If you want him, you ain't getting over him.
I got no rules, I got.
Yeah.